say anything. This truck started yesterday. Really cool. Fired it up, heard it run, and didn't run for very long enough to make a big mess underneath it. Didn't have any of the power steering hooked up, so I was just pumping power steering fluid onto the ground. But otherwise, man, it sounded good. Pretty excited about it. I am gonna have a lot more still to do. Work some of the bugs out. But I think today I'm going to get underneath there and try to run a little bit of exhaust. I started putting the exhaust together, and I really liked doing that. I was enjoying it. And so I might get underneath there and do that and just start running a little bit of pipe. I don't know how far I'll get, but just try to get some tacked together and start moving my way back. I gotta pull this transmission out and rebuild it before I get this thing on the road. And I really need to have the transmission in there when I get the exhaust put together to the back of the transmission, so that I know that I can get the transmission out from around the exhaust. So I want to do it now is what I'm trying to say. The other things I could do is I could get in here and start zip tying the wires and organizing, but honestly, I want to do something a little bit different because I got the truck started and I want to take a little bit of a break from the wiring and just kind of step away from it for a minute. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to get underneath the truck and play with exhaust and see what I can come up with. So I'm going to bust out this kit that I have. A box just got a bunch of stuff in it. Honestly, I need to try to move some stuff around. One of these days I need to put this lawnmower back together. I got to the point where it's like getting the clutch and such in it, and that's where I stopped. And it's just been sitting right there ever since, and it's been working around it. But anyway, not today, because today I'm excited about the truck, and so I'm going to do what I want to do. If I was going to be doing what I need to do, I would be mowing the grass. It's getting tall, but I'm not doing that either. Okay, I got to do a little bit of cleanup, get this lawnmower moved over a little so I have a little bit of workbench. Maybe I should clean that up so I have a little bit of workbench there. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. We got the Flowmaster FX for the truck. We'll see how they sound. They say they're pretty quiet until you really get on it, and then they get pretty loud. So we'll see. Bought these overalls. Bought them for work more than anything, but I was coming out here. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put those overalls on. Try to keep some of my clothes cleaner. Okay, got you guys back for a second. I don't have the mic on. I turned them off because last time I set them aside and got busy doing stuff, I left them on and then they were dead next time I tried to use them. But kind of quiet right now, so that's good. But I got the first piece. Figured out. So that gets me down where I'd be flat. I can run a straight pipe. So I'll get this one hooked up underneath the truck and then figure out this same thing for the other side, get that done, and then I can figure out length and whatnot for. Looks like it's gonna work out real perfect to be kind of like this. It's hard to explain, but I'll get it figured out, and then once I get closer, I'll probably take you guys underneath there and have you see what it looks like. Well, I did what I always do, and I just got busy. Didn't get too terribly far really, but these are the V-bands that I'm putting on. So the muffler is going to go to this. Muffler will be hooked on right here. So the muffler, each muffler is going to be able to come off separate. And then this is be the H pipe. So I'm going to drill a hole here and drill a hole here. This pipe's going to get cut. That's center to center, and then I'll have to, kind of notch it to get it to fit, and then weld that together. Then those will weld into the two pieces that I have. I did the down pipe, and then I turned it. I don't know if I showed you guys that yet. I'll show you guys that real quick. There we go. Fall down, but there's what I've got right now. So got both sides, and so those two pipes are coming right through here, and then the H pipe will run right across like that. The two mufflers will be here, and then I'll turn and dump just before the rear wheel. I have to kind of clean up here, get ready to go. So I'm going to be done for the day, and then the rest of this weekend is dedicated to family, Jesus, because he is risen. We celebrate that tomorrow, Easter Sunday. Anyway, so I'll catch up with you guys whatever day it winds up being, after work Monday or whatever, but it'll go by like that for you. I just real quickly got after drilling those two holes in those two pipes, and I'm just gonna say you guys are real happy you didn't get to witness that. Man, that'll beat a guy up. And I used this Porter cable. People might think, oh, Porter cable's junk. This thing is busted here at the housing from drilling stuff like that. and it just keeps going. And this little drill, I'm gonna tell you what, when it bites, it kicks. Well, I have this cross pipe cut and ground down. I set it here and pulled these tight, not super tight, but I pulled them tight and measured center pipe to center pipe, and it's showing closer to 24 inches. And if that's the case, that pipe's too long, because originally I measured 23 inches from center to center pipe when it was in the truck. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go put those two back under the truck, and I'm going to try to fit that pipe and see if it fits. What they say, if it fits, it ships. But if it's too tight, then I'm gonna have to cut it. I'll have to grind down more. Okay, I'm back out here at this truck, working on exhaust. This is what I got so far. I believe I showed you this already, but now it is time for me to take the exhaust off. I'm going to take this off so I can finish weld. I have this all tacked, and I need to get it taken off and then taken into the garage so I can finish welding all that. And now that I'm doing the exhaust, I really want to hear it. Okay, so, ow. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. I wish I wouldn't have had you guys down here for that. That was embarrassing. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't tweak very much. Okay, that's probably going to be a bear cat to get back in there too. Okay, I got that welded up as you saw, and I'm gonna let that cool down a little bit, and before I go put it in. But then I'm gonna go put it in. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this side has a weird kink to it. When I welded this in, well, when I welded this one in, I should have had it a little bit more like out this way, and so it wasn't quite straight, and so this pipe came too far in, and so I needed to try to bend it. Well, I tried to bend it, and it didn't work out for me, so I wound up cutting a piece of pie out of it and bending that and then welding it up. This H pipe's awful big, and I don't know. I know that I've had H pipes on a couple of rigs in the past. I've never had the X pipe. So the H pipe was easier for me. It would have been a whole lot of bending and a whole lot more welding to try to get everything to this, to try to make this work. I would have had to cut these off to take this angle out further. It was gonna be a real chore. So this just made things a whole lot easier. And honestly, after these mufflers, I'm gonna do a length of pipe after the muffler, and then I'm just gonna 90 it, take it out. I'm gonna 20 or 45 it. I guess these are 45s. Yeah. I'm gonna 45 it, and then I'm gonna dump it out in front of the rear tires. If for whatever reason in the future I decide to do something different, I got the mufflers far enough forward that I can cut what I do after the muffler's off later and then go over the rear end if I want. I don't have much room over the rear end. When I go out there to put these in, I'll show you. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to wait for this to cool off a little bit, and then I'm going to put that back in, put the mufflers on, and then get started with the tips, which shouldn't really take too long, honestly, but it's going to take a little bit. And in between there somewhere, I got to finish mowing my grass. I got a new lawnmower this year. I got one of those battery-powered Atlas from Harbor Freight, and I started mowing the grass. It didn't quite make it. I only have one battery for it, and those lawnmowers, they actually take 2 batteries. So I didn't quite finish mowing my grass, and I'm waiting for the battery to get charged. So as soon as the battery's charged, I'm dropping all this, go finish my lawn, because it looks funny. It's a little more than halfway cut, and it was really tall. It was, it was the first cut of the year for me, and the grass was tall. So work our way under here, back under here, and see if we can get this exhaust hung back up there. The by ourselves is going to be the hard part. See if I can get back up under here. Got this side, I just gotta get a nut on it. Good. We get the other nut on it. I'm hoping I set you guys in a good enough spot that you can actually see where my hands are here. Those are to hold it with this. Let's see, there we go. Hold it right there over the finger. And then tighten this up. That's pretty solid. Once that thing's on there, it's on there. Got this thing up on jack stands. There still ain't much room under here when you're on a creeper. Okay. Looks wonky, doesn't it? Looks like this side's lower. You see it? This side's lower. The whole truck's low. I don't think anybody's gonna notice it. Don't say anything. Because if you guys don't say anything, no one else will know. This distance that I'm low on this side, high on this side, I can make up for right here, you know, with that adjustment. And if you guys could hold that, that would be great, but I guess you're not gonna. So sit there and watch me. Fine. Sit and watch. Watch the guys struggle. There we go. I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna length the pipe about here. Then I'm gonna 90 right before the leaf spring eyes, and I'm gonna go out, and then I'm gonna 45, and then I'm gonna dump in front of the tires. So it's pretty short, but you know, this thing, I figure get it running, and then it can be a work in progress after that. If I don't like it, I'll fix it. You can see now we're getting bouncy, so I need to do hangers somewhere, probably right up here, and then I'll do another hanger, you know, probably right around right in this area. So if I got one here and one over here, I should be good. Probably. I got a spot right there on this cross member. Put one there, bolt it there, then come over to the muffler or something. And then I didn't do anything with that sensor. I didn't weld the bung on, drill the hole, weld the bung. So I'll have to take this all out again when I do that. See? That's the kind of space I'm working with. Not very much. You can see the axle tube's actually up in the C-notch. So the other thing that you'll probably see right there that I screwed up on is my brake lines are on top of the axle tube. And I'm pretty sure that when I hit a good bump, pothole, I'm gonna bottom those out. And it's gonna not do those brake lines any good, so I have to revisit that. I have to move those brake lines. Okay, I'm on the tail end of this whole exhaust thing, but I pulled this out again. Got this bung welded in for the O2 sensor that is in the manifold. I got it out. It fought me a little bit, but I did get it out. And I put I had two of these. I bought two of these bungs. So the other plug is in that manifold. I plugged the hole with that plug. So this is ready to go back under the truck. I have the exhaust tips from the mufflers back all welded up. They're sitting out there. So I'm going to put this back in, put those up in there, and then I'm going to get the hangers figured out. So I just wanted to show you guys that I did pull the back off and get that welded up. So now I can address my steering column, move my steering column a little bit. This is the driver's side. You can see the passenger side over there. I got a hanger here. Same spot on the other side. And then you come in here. And then I got those two right there. Everything's real stout. I wanted it to be a little longer. I didn't want it to be that short. I think it's cool that it's that short, but I feel like I'm a little older now, and that might be a little noisy for me. But we're gonna see. The thing of it is I can change that, you know, as we go. Eventually, I want to eventually get headers on this thing. Sometime in the future, I will probably change things on the exhaust, is what I'm saying. But this is going to work for now. So, and I don't know, who knows, it might work for a long time. We'll see. But now I move that O2 sensor or whatever, the oxygen sensor, and move that so I can get that steering changed up. I'm probably going to hook things up. I'm probably going to hook the radiator up, hook the power steering pump up, hook, just to try to start it again so I can hear what it sounds like with these mufflers on the truck. But that pretty much covers everything for this video. I got like well over an hour of footage for this video. It's way too much, so I'll have to condense it. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'm pretty excited about a video, hopefully in the next couple of months, of this truck rolling out of this yard on its own power. So hang with me, stick with me. Anyway, I'll be excited when that happens. So, like I said, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Consider subscribing, share it. All those things helps out. And until next time, have a blessed week, and remember that Jesus loves you. Thanks for watching.